I've started convincing myself that humans absorb CO2. I can't find any information, but I'm in this tiny little grow room here. We had a lot of reflective stuff set up for when the whole room was a room, but now it's just this little grow closet. But so I got the three little CO2 producers. And then as I sit in here, this room's got to be what, like 8 by 8 maybe, around 8 by 8. As I sit in here, like I open the door, so that's part of it. Like, but as I sit in here, the CO2 just plummets back down to like normal atmospheric levels of what is like 400 parts per million. It's the weirdest thing. And the only thing I can think of is that like I'm doing the CO2 absorption. And then that makes me wonder, since in all things evil and anything that's like, I wonder if there's any processes in our body that like higher carbon would help. But yeah. I complain about the brain cooking. I feel like the brain cooking is pretty freaking obvious from my eyeballs and the demon possession and all that. But anyway, I wonder if the whole anti-carbon thing is because carbon is somehow secretly good for people. Like the deal with the grow room is, I don't need it right now, but they just last for 12 months, these CO2 bags. So they're just left over from last time and going to be ready. But anyway, marijuana is like, it can handle growing faster under conditions of up to like 1500 ppm of CO2, but apparently 1200 ppm is ideal. Or that's where you start to get real diminishing returns. But anyway, marijuana does better with it. It's kind of a unique plant and it needs a lot of extra light to do better with CO2, but just really strange how, I don't know what else it could be. Like, it's not like, there's not extra air leaking. Like this door is closed and it doesn't make any sense why the CO2 would be leaving after I get in the room. Like sometimes I come in here and I guess they're really producing for the day and it's at like 3,000 parts per million. But as I sit here, my body's absorbing CO2 and, well, I just held it up to my mouth, so I'm like expelling a little bit, I guess. But I wonder if there's like some processes that like will repair wounds faster, maybe counter some of their neurotoxin assault if there's higher CO2, and it's like the compound effect of, or they often go for a dual-pronged result. Like spraying neurotoxins in the sky is, it helps with their bioweapon attack, like vitamin D fights off COVID, so with their neurotoxin chemtrail spray that they must be telling insiders that they do to combat global warming, but they only do it over city centers, so they're just doing it to get neurotoxins in our brain. I don't know. People don't take these things seriously, but heavy metal poisoning, like neurotoxin poisoning, that sort of thing, just massively debilitating. Where you would have been like, I'm out the door, I gotta do this, I'm gonna do that, and then you become, I don't even want to get out today. Like, it literally has a massive effect on people. It just makes the whole world worse, which is what they all seem to be about all day. But anyway, it's a little purpose for their climate change lie. Again, the sun dictates the climate, not anything else. Man-made climate change is like if I went like this in this room and I was like, see, I just made the room warmer. Like, yeah, I guess, even measurably if you have an accurate enough instrument, but not really. The sun is what's doing all the warming. That's why when you go out at 5 a.m. and then you go out at noon, it's 40 degrees warmer. But anyway, there it goes. Like, that's normal atmospheric CO2 levels just for me. So, like, you can't find that as science. Like, that's not a known thing. It's just weird as shit. How much science do they bury in their quest to control all things and be all things evil and powerful? I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, they must have a clue. They have a reason for killing people. They do devil horn signs with their hands, so that means that it's okay. You will make the devil horns and you'll finally understand. Nope. Something's making you make devil horns and making you think that that's okay. It's just okay that we do evil. Or something else home in you, sir. I remember when there was nothing else home and I wasn't super demon possessed and I was a happy camper. Now it's like my whole... Anyway. Keep praying about it, I suppose. But that's my random weird science that nobody's doing.